Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Magical, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children's. And today it's pizza time, dudes. Radical Cowabunga Turtle Power, because we are taking a look at the NECA Toys Cartoon TMNT Turtles in Disguise and the brand new reissued 4-pack from the Target Haulathon event. We are going to be taking a look at these two sets and comparing their accessories, their looks, their price points, and so much more. So stay tuned. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunching them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any other videos that I put out, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Once again, guys, it's pizza time. Cowabunga, Radical, Turtle Power, all of that fun stuff, because we are going to be comparing the NECA Toys Turtles in Disguise 4-pack with their Haulathon re-release of the light green turtles. There's really no fancy name for them like Turtles in Disguise. It's just a reissued 4-pack of the green, or of the light green turtles, I should say, because they're both green, obviously, but one's dark green, one's light green. So I guess we're already going into the comparison, guys, because we are already comparing the colors. So as you can see, there is a stark difference in the two colors. So if you're wondering how this happens and how this came to be, well, this is how they looked in the cartoon, and this is how they looked in all the pretty promotional pictures that you would see on merch and all that stuff all throughout the 80s, 90s, early thousands. And this is how I grew up seeing them until I grew up and learned that there was an 80s cartoon. Well, I always knew there was an 80s cartoon with them, but being a kid, you know, in the early thousands, you didn't really have access to that unless your parents knew and blah, blah, blah. My parents weren't into it. So I had to go and, you know, find the cartoon later in life, and I do enjoy it now, but I don't have the same attachment to these guys as I do to these, or even the 1990s Turtles or the 2003 cartoon Turtles, you know. So these guys, I was super happy and stoked that they were going to be re-releasing in the Haulathon, because I missed out. I was not collecting when they had first released those. So that's why I also went ahead and picked these guys up, because I had not been collecting or picking them up when they had been releasing those guys in the 2-packs either. So thankfully I was able to pick both up for a decent price and with a bunch of accessories. So I guess let's go ahead and talk price point, guys. So Turtles in Disguise, $124, and Turtles repack, $150, guys. And the Turtles in Disguise comes with way more soft goods, and yeah, for $124 versus a lot less accessories, no soft goods, for $150. So yeah, guys, that's the biggest difference. However, I was lucky enough to be able to use my 20% off one toy discount on these guys recently, so I was able to pick them up for $119, $131 out the doors. Yes, tax is a bitch, but it is cheaper than the $150, and I think with that 20% off discount, it made it worth it in terms of price point for me. However, unfortunately, that discount has since expired and is no longer valid, and you cannot use it. So if you find them now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use that discount. So you're going to have to pay full price for them. And honestly, if you already have them, I would suggest staying away from them, because like I said, $150, and you get far less accessories than you did with the Turtles in Disguise. But if you're like me and you grew up with this version of the Turtles and you really want this version to, you know, sit on your shelf and be displayed, then, you know, go ahead and get them. But if you're not and you've already had them, then this is essentially the same one. Then go ahead and pass. Yes, they're on the Turtles in Disguise body, so they do have those interchangeable heads. We'll take a look at all that later on. But yeah, $150. It was a big price jump, and for what you get versus what you got on or in the Disguise pack, yeah, it's just, in my opinion, a stark contrast. So aside from the colors, guys, you do get a whole lot of different accessories, starting off with a few that you see here. With this set, Mikey actually does come with the spinning nunchuck accessory, whereas this one does not. This one comes with a slice of pizza for Raph to stick his scythe through with a hole, so that's pretty cool, and this one does not. So there's a few differences right there. But before we get into that, I do want to tell you guys a story of how I happened to get these guys, because as you know, these guys are almost impossible to get. And so I walked into my local Target last Friday not expecting to find anything, guys. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to find anything. My local Target never has anything. It was already 9 o'clock, almost 10, closer to closing than not. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for a little stroll, go for a little drive, take Blue for a drive, and, you know, we'll all have a good time and whatnot. And so I walk in, go to the toy section, and there it is, the Haulathon end cap, and everything's there. Gizmo, the Griff Tannen, the Muckman that glows in the dark, the Demona. Everything was there but the turtles, and I was so sad despite finding Griff and finding 2, because I always like to display him with as many head sculpts as they come with, and he comes with 2, so I was happy to find 2, but there was no turtles. And so I was like, man, they have to be around here. And I was gonna go ask, but I was like, you know what, they're probably hidden somewhere. And so I started channeling my inner Rocco the Great and Sleeping Collectibles, and I went on a toy hunt through the hidden spots. And thanks to them and keeping me updated on where people hide shit, I was able to find these. So I was thinking back where they look, and a new section that they've been looking is the furniture section. And so I went down my furniture section, and there's only 3 things: 2 coffee end tables and a desk. And so I went through the coffee tables. There's cards in one of them. The other one was empty. I turned around to leave the aisle, and there's this just giant desk in the form of like a trapezoid, but like a wide one. It was literally the perfect place to put that turtles back, because it's a wide rectangular box. And I was like, you know what? This is too fucking easy. I literally said that out loud. I was like, this is too fucking easy. There's no way in how they're there. I go and I pull the table down to open it up. They're right there with the fucking black and white wolf man. Oh, that was also there. But yeah, I could not believe what I had found. I never find hidden stuff, so that was definitely exciting. And I could not believe it, and made this an even better find. You could probably hear the excitement in my voice. I'm still stoked to have found these, because not only did I find everything all at once, but I was also able to use that 20% off discount since I found it that day, and that discount actually expired that day or the next day after. And so thankfully I was able to find them, because the next day I was super busy and I would not have been able to go hunting for them. So I would have had to pay for them full price, and I probably would not have picked them up. I might have debated it, and alright, let's be honest, I would have picked them up. But I'm a lot happier that I got the 20% off than not. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and start taking a look at the differences in their accessories. We're going to go ahead and start off with their head sculpts, go on to their alternate hands, and then we're going to go on into their accessories. So we are going to go ahead and start off by taking a look at Raphael's 2 heads from the 2 separate packs that we have gone, the Turtles in Disguise and the new Haulathon 4-pack. They are both the same system in terms of the interchangeable heads, so they do both pop off and you can change them out and do different things. However, for obvious reasons, you can't put this one on that one. Well, you can technically. They will fit since it's the same mold. But obviously different greens, so you're going to see that stark difference in the 2. But maybe, you know what, maybe it might actually look pretty decently. Let's see. I don't know, who knows, maybe it'll actually look pretty cool. We don't know until we try things, right guys? So let's go ahead and put this one on here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What does this one look, good or no? Let me know. I think it doesn't look good, but let's try the other one and see if it looks a little better. Let's go ahead and pop it in. Oh, gotta line it up right probably. And there we go. This one doesn't actually look too bad in my opinion, but let me know down in the comments below, what do you think? Obviously, I'm not going to actually do this, but it's just an interesting thought that I had right now while I was looking at them. But yeah, so they are interchangeable, all of them. You do have that, you know, Turtles in Disguise system with them all. So let's go ahead and take a look at Donnie next. So here we have his serious face, and here we have his, well, Donnie had one too many drunk face. So yeah, this one came a little wonky-eyed. However, like I said, I was going to display them all serious like this. Like I kind of think of them as the cartoon and whatnot, you know, when they're getting ready for battle and everything. So it didn't really matter. However, if you see my Raphael, he does have 2 white spots. That's not the light, that's not the camera. Unfortunately, that's paint chip. So yeah, he came with paint chip on his happy face, and it sucks because I couldn't see it behind the cardboard packaging in the box, and he came with his angry face on, obviously because he's Raph, and here you can see it's perfect. There's no paint chip or anything. So yeah, unfortunately he did come with a little bit of paint chip, and this one came with a wonky-eyed Donatello. But I actually like this one. I'm not gonna lie, I actually have some fun with this, and I'm thinking of doing some other toy photography with this one where he's like getting bonked on the head, or maybe he's doing something else, or maybe he has a bottle in his hand. I don't know. It's actually a fun looking sculpt, you know. It looks like I can actually take some really fun and funny pics with this. So this one's actually not that bad. And like I said, I had intended to, you know, display him with the serious heads anyway, so it worked out. However, on this one, it did not work out so much. So, yeah. So next up, why don't we go ahead and take a look at my boy Mikey. Here we will be looking at both the angry heads because I always like to see my boy Mikey smile, and he's always happy, even when he's getting down in a fight. I mean, on rare occasions, he gets mad, and that's usually when, one of his brothers is severely injured or Master Splinter or something, and he has to get serious. By the way, spoilers for The Last Ronin. He is also the last Ronin, so he is the final surviving member of the 4 turtles in that timeline, so that has to say something, right? That has to mean that despite his goofiness and everything, when shit hits the fan, he can be the one to actually prevail and be the last standing of the 4 brothers and Splinter and Casey. So yeah, super excited for that last issue. Should be dropping this month. I hope I haven't missed it. I have to look up the date. Are you guys following The Last Ronin? Are you excited for the release of the final book? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited about that NECA Ronin figure, by the way? Let me know about that down in the comments below as well. So last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at Leo's heads. Whoops. So here we have both Leo's heads, the Turtles in Disguise, and the new Haulathon one. But you can see here he's all angry, here he's all smiley. If you want to take a look and compare, it's literally the same face and sculpt, just a different green, as you can see. So yeah, once again, same thing. The one thing I will notice is that if you stand them up like this, you can see this one has the cell shading. Whoops, I gotta put it. Why don't I stack it this way? Well, here you can see this one has the cell shading because this one's based off the cartoon look, remember? Whereas this stuff is based off the promotional images and whatnot, so he does not come with the cell shading or any of the other light green turtles. Only the Turtles in Disguise do. So here you can see it on Raph. It's not as prominent on Raph as it is on, say, Donatello, where you can see the dark purple and the light purple. And same thing with Michelangelo. It's not as prominent as where you can see the dark and the light orange on his. But yeah, it's there. But yeah, guys, so that is it when it comes to the heads. Obviously, there's 4 turtles, 4 heads. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the hands next. Now, I'm going to have to keep reiterating the price point for this one for multiple reasons, guys. And it's not me just bitching and complaining. It's just observations, because I know I'm going to get stuff in the comments. And I know times are changing, inflation, stuff's happening in the world, blah, blah, blah. However, the way I look at it, guys, is that they were never going to come with the soft goods, right? So they literally could have given them all the stuff that had come with the previous light green turtles in terms of accessories, kind of like they did with the spinning nunchuck accessory and the pizza right here, and then giving them all the hands and everything that they had given to the Turtles in Disguise pack, plus a few extra things like, I don't know, something for these guys that these guys wouldn't use, maybe a full pizza that they can pull out, or slices of pizza, because you got pizza boxes with them with pizzas, but you really only get one slice, and that one slice is mainly to be used for Raphael to stick his scythe through. So we'll go ahead and get into the accessories in a bit, but let's go ahead and take a look at the hands. So they do share all the hands that they come with. However, it's the quantity of the hands that they share that do not match up. So they do both come with a pair of open hands. So this one, the Haulathon, does only come with a single pair of open hands. So one pair, that's it. Whereas this one, the Turtles in Disguise pack, literally comes with 8 hands. So one for each turtle. I mean, literally one for each turtle. I have 2 more over here. So, there's literally 8. Whoops, keep knocking the camera. Sorry, guys. There's literally 8 open hands. So you get a pair for each turtle with the Turtles in Disguise pack. So that's something they really could have given us with this pack that they already had the ability to give us, like they did with this one, but they just didn't. So next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at their thumbs up hand. They do both come with a pair. Once again, the Turtles in Disguise coming with more pairs than the new Haulathon pack, obviously. So the Haulathon pack only comes with a single pair, whereas the Turtles in Disguise comes with 2 pairs, so all your turtles can actually have thumbs up. Whereas your Haulathon pack, even though they're all shown on the back of the box having thumbs up, only 2 of your turtles can have thumbs up in reality because they only give you 1 pair. So yeah, so they all do come standard with the regular C grip hands, so that's something they all come standard with, and all the Turtles in Disguise are using those. But the next pair of hands that they do both share is the open fingered hands, most likely for Raphael's size. Both only come with a single pair because I feel like these are meant to be for Raphael's size, so they only come with a single pair of those, and they also only come with a single pair of these fingers. It's either pointing, you can have it as a middle finger, you could put Raphael's scythe through it, kind of like that, but both packs only come with a single pair of these. But that is it when it comes to hands. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at accessories. Now, I'm going to try to pair them up as best as I can, because some of them share a few similarities, but others don't. So first off, why don't we go ahead and compare pizza slices, because each pack does come with a pizza slice, and I feel like it's okay. I can deal with the Sai falling and not Raphael falling and knocking Leo, Mikey, Donnie over, and then Leo probably knocking that Mikey over and that Donnie and that Raph. So anyways, guys, I'm rambling on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pizza slices here, so you can see this one's a little more cartoon and animated, and this one's a little more lifelike looking, because if you would ever see them eating pizza on like a t-shirt or a poster or anywhere, it was most likely a normal looking slice of pizza, because they were probably trying to advertise pizza. Whereas on the TV show, they would always be eating some weird ass pizza with some nasty stuff like bugs, dead fish, ice cream, and all sorts of weird shit on it. So yeah, that's the differences in the single slices of pizza. Now, they do both also come with 2 full pizzas, just in 2 very different forms. So the Turtles in Disguise pack does come with 2 full pizzas, just freely and loose like this. So you have a regular pizza and that weird stuffed pizza that I was telling you with fish and ice cream, and I'm pretty sure those black dots are bugs and not olives. But the Haulathon Turtles also do come with pizzas themselves. However, they are not removable from the boxes, so you can't have that. But I guess, it kind of makes sense. They should be in a box and not just free like, oh, I guess it comes in a pan, so never realized that. Does the other one come in a pan? No, the other one's free. However, these 2 also do come in boxes that come with different names. One is Vinny's, one is Ninja Pizza. So that's really cool. However, you can't close them. They're literally just permanently open. So I'm like afraid that something's gonna fall on them. They're gonna fall. Something's gonna step on them. I don't know. It's very fragile plastic, and I just don't like it. And yeah, I'm afraid that if you move it too hard or put something on top of it or sit something on top, or it gets smashed easily, it's just gonna break. I just really wish they were on hinges. It would have made these that much better, and kind of would have helped with the price point. At least you'd have been like, okay, at least they're adding a little bit of metal in. So okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start taking a look at things that are completely different from the others. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the Turtles in Disguise pack first, because obviously, as the name suggests, disguise, they do come with their turtle disguises. So they do come with soft good trench coats, soft good pants, as well as alternate heads for the mask look, as well as a fedora for each of those heads. So you get not 1, but 4 of these, along with 4 of these with this set. No soft goods. The only alternate heads that you get are the ones that I showed you already. And yeah, that's it on that. And next up, you do also get another hat for Mikey when he was working at Weird Pizza, and he was using that for a disguise, or whatever pizza the name was of the pizza company that Shredder was running. I can't remember. But you do also get a skateboard with the Turtles in Disguise. And I'm not done yet, guys. You do also get a little book, The Hare and the Tortoise. And you do get that nice little picture of the tortoise with the trophy on the back. So that's really cool. And still, guys, I am not done. Last but not least, you get their little companion, Pigeon Pete, who's unfortunately broken at the foot on that side. I still have the foot, just need to reglue it on. But yeah, that was on me. I pushed on it a little too much. But yeah, Pigeon Pete. So yeah, that's everything that comes with Turtles in Disguise, right? So pizzas, the extra spinning nunchuck. We do also get an ooze canister, no cell shading, because once again, this is not from the cartoon look, rather just promotional images. So if they were shown anywhere like that with a promotional image ooze canister, it would not have the cell shading. They do also come with turtle communicators, both open and closed versions, so that way you can show them either way. So you do get 2 open communicators. Go ahead and pull the other one here. And you do get 2 closed communicators. So there's that. So that is it when it comes to accessories for the new Turtles pack for $150, guys, versus the Turtles in Disguise pack for $125. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So obviously, yeah, it's a major price difference for significantly less. And like I said, if I wasn't in the position in terms of like I didn't get to collect those original 4 packs, I just wouldn't want these. However, they are on a better system in terms of the mold and the sculpt, especially having those interchangeable heads are really cool. And I've recently seen images of the original release, and I'm kind of happier with these. These look a lot more closer to the promotional images and whatnot. I think having the ability to change the faces on these guys really makes a difference. So in that case, I do say these are the more superior versions in that case. However, in terms of accessories and price point, they really could have packed in a lot of the accessories they had already given us with those previous 2-packs to kind of fill out the pack, giving us some more hands, and I feel like that would have definitely evened out the price and everything. And it's stuff that, you know, they didn't have to remold or anything. They just had to reproduce and put into this pack. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and move on to the final part, which is just a comparison of the weapons, because there are a few differences. So why don't I go ahead and pull some of the weapons off, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have taken a single weapon off each of them, and well, I guess Donnie's only weapon off of them. So that way we can go ahead and take a look and do a comparison between the two sets. First off, let's go ahead and start off with something that the Turtle in Disguise pack actually does not come with. And in fact, I actually forgot one more accessory for them that I actually forgot on my Turtles display. But it also comes with a giant ass boombox. So that's another accessory that you can tack on for only $125 versus $150. So going back to the weapons, this is Mikey's weapon after they took away his nunchucks. It's essentially just a grapple with a shell looking kind of type design, I guess. And so yeah, that comes in the new set, whereas it doesn't come with the Turtles in Disguise set. So nothing to compare it to. Not that you really would want to use it, I guess. That was just such a bullshit thing that they took away his nunchucks. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at Donnie's staff. So here we have the Turtles in Disguise staff, and here we have the new Haulathon 4-pack staff. So here you can see Donnie's has a little more color and detailing for the cartoon versus the promotional images. I feel like because in the promotional images they would always just one-tone it and they wouldn't really add all this color and detail. So I feel like that's why they did that, but there is that difference between those two. And next up, let's go ahead and take a look at Raph's size. So here we have the Turtles in Disguise. Here we have the new Haulathon 4-pack. As you can see, they are different browns, and here he has gray tips. Here he has a light yellow, kind of tannish, and here he has a light brown, where here he has more of a monotone grayscale brown. So yeah, and also the gray of the metal of the Psy, it's a lot lighter on this one to match the light green, whereas this one's a lot darker to match the tone of those turtles. So next up, let's go ahead and take a look at Leo's swords. So here we have the Turtles in Disguise sword. Let me go ahead and turn them upside down so we can actually look at the grips, where the main differences lie. So here we have the Turtles in Disguise. Here we have the new 4-pack from Haulathon. As you can see, here he has the brown, and here he has gray with yellow accents at the top and the bottom. Here he has darker gray accents at the top and the bottom, and a lighter gray for the actual sword itself right here, whereas this one's more of a darker gray. So yeah, that's the difference between Leo's swords. And last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at my boy Mikey's nunchucks. So they do both have the real chain. However, these ones they kind of painted matte gray, while these ones they left completely bare and metal looking, which honestly look a lot better. His other nunchucks are over there. The thing I wanted to show you guys is, if you have this set, it doesn't come with the spinning accessory like this set does. However, his nunchucks will still separate, so that way, if you do buy both sets, that will still fit on this one, and you can still utilize that accessory for Mikey's nunchuck. So that's one thing that I thought was really cool. But yeah, so the difference between these ones, once again, he has yellow accents and a light brown handle, whereas here he has gray accents and a dark brown handle. So that is it in terms of comparing the weapons and everything, guys. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was my comparison between the NECA Toys TMNT Cartoon Turtles in Disguise pack and the NECA Toys TMNT Cartoons Repack Haulathon 4-pack Turtles, I guess. Like I said, there's really no name to them. It's just the Turtles 4-pack. But yeah, guys, so now that you've seen the comparison between the two, what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think it's worth $150 for this set? Do you think they should have priced it a little more comparable to this one? What do you think? Are you guys going to be picking it up if you find it in stores, if you find it online? Remember, March 18th is when Haulathon is supposed to officially start, and I believe that's when they'll throw these up online. So look out for that. If your local Target threw them out early and they're out of stock now, wait till the 18th and hopefully they'll be up online. So yeah, guys, I hope this comparison was really helpful for you guys. If it was, let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, guys, with that being said, join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly Toy News Toy Talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. And join me every Wednesday on Instagram at CoolFigurez for Coffee and Toys Live, where I will speak to a new guest every week about toys, toy photography, toy hunting, and so much more. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this comparison video. Like I said, if it was useful, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Radical pizza time, dudes. Cowabunga, turtle power. And as always, have a great fucking day. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of any figures I do reviews on for this channel, go ahead and check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I post all my unboxings. And join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much to this channel sponsor, VRare Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, Pokemon card, and toy print needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. VRare Store, check them out, guys.